Isabelle Ridgway has a rich heritage from its humble beginnings on September 15, 1912, as the Old Folks Home, to its current stage of evolution as Isabelle Ridgway Care Center. 90 plus years ago, a loving, conscientious woman by the name of Isabelle Ridgway recognized the need to provide a place where the elderly in her community could live in comfort and have privacy, companionship, and care. Today, Mrs. Isabelle's legacy is yet a reality.
I was president of the Old Folks Home, and we incorporated the old Folks Home and changed the name to Isabelle Ridgway Home in name of one of the original occupants of the Old Folks Home, and named it after her. I drew up the incorporation papers, and it was incorporated. And at that time, I became the president the next year, and I served for the next 2 years as president.
Well, one of the things that we were somewhat skeptical about was whether we could actually build this building. We did all kinds of things to try to get financing for it, and we ended up with the last Hill-Burton Act funds that built up a building like this. We were very, very, very fortunate.
Well, the main challenge was we had a very bad building we were living in. We were occupied. That was there on Winter Avenue. The building wasn't too good. It was kind of badly in need of repairs, and was kind of small for the people that occupied the place. And well, had a whole lot of problems there, kind of deteriorating. So, but we did manage to stay there for several years until they got the funds available to build this place and bring it here.
To help for our seniors and that they are well cared for and all of that. So, you know, it was just a privilege to be involved. My mother was resident in this facility for a couple of years during my tenure as a board member. Probably spanned 12 or 15 years, I don't recall. It's been how long it was, but she was well treated, and it was a privilege for me to stay involved and try to pass what good services are rendered here on to others.
I think one of the things that we were extremely proud of is that our primary concern was for the patients. And everything that we did while I was there would be to benefit the patients and make things better and safe for them while they were staying at Isabelle Ridgway. So we spent a lot of time making sure that Isabelle Ridgway was up to standard with all the accreditation agencies, and that the patient care was excellent.
It seems any time a group like ours had something like this on the docket, that other people began to look at it and want to take it over. And I remember one of the challenges that we had was a kind of a rumor that was going around the community that a certain hospital located next door was going to take over. And they were going to somehow undermine us and take this beautiful building and make it one of theirs. Well, the person who had been president prior to myself, Attorney Jim Rickman, decided that this was just not going to happen. And so he decided that we would use the law and some provisions of the law to make sure this institution stayed here forever. So what happened was he decided to change our Constitution so that 100% of the board members would have to vote to sell this place in order to do that, knowing that it's impossible to get 100% of any board to agree on just about anything.
I'm not so sure that my greatest accomplishment was while I was president. I think my greatest accomplishment was when I was charged with the responsibility, when we had been through a couple of administrators and didn't have one, and I was charged with the responsibility to find Miss Mel Causey and bring her back from Florida. She had once served as an intern there under Mr. Blackberry. And I was able to contact her through her pastor, Dr. Booth, and we brought her back. And Isabelle began to move forward again.
Other things like updating an employee policy manual to make sure that the employees had good rules and regulations to follow, and would do things that would also enable them to enhance patient care.
The importance of such a facility in the community is tremendous. We just can't value that, can't put a value on that, because if we live long enough, all of us are going to get here one time or another, you know. And it was a privilege for me to be involved and to continue to support this facility, especially here in the black community.
In the heart of the community. I really wish that the community would really adopt Isabelle Ridgway and make it the kind of place that I have always envisioned that she would be.
So we need to try to encourage more people in the community to participate in coming into this place and bringing their grandparents or parents in as residents. I think it'd be better that way as far as our community is concerned. There's a need for a place like this. I mean, they need to attract more people in the community to take an active part in being a part of the Ridgway home.
I would say that Isabelle Ridgway is very important to the African American community, because I think that most people, well, everybody is going to have someone who gets old, elderly, and needs to be taken care of. And these are people that we love. And I think it's very important that you have a place in the community where you can send these people that you can trust, that you know they're going to be cared for, that you know that they're going to be loved and taken care of. And it's extremely important that we have a place like that in the community. And with Isabelle Ridgway, people in the community know that it's there for them when they need it.